Good morning, students, and welcome to the online classes of YouTube channel of Central Public Academy, Chauri Chaura, Gorakhpur. Students, today we will discuss about the class 9th and 11th English grammar section, and the topic we will continue from the yesterday remaining topic, that was the pronoun. So yesterday we have discussed about the significance of English grammar and its implementation in our daily life during the general conversation or to express our views, thoughts and ideas to someone. And today we will discuss about the more detailed form of the pronoun. So basically today we are going to focus on the pronoun. So yesterday I have defined you that what is pronoun. Pronoun is nothing but it's only the substituting word which substitute a noun, that is called pronoun. Or in other word, you can say that pronoun is a word which is used in the place of noun or pronoun. Now, second thing, that what are the types of pronoun? There are how many types of pronouns? So, in different books, you will find the different numbers of pronouns, but the major classifications have been made for the pronoun is 10 types. There are basically 10 types of pronouns. प्रोनाउन जो होते हैं उनको मेनली 10 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया गया है, और वो 10 पार्ट्स कौन कौन से हैं? नंबर 1 पर्सनल प्रोनाउन, नंबर 2 पोजेसिव प्रोनाउन, नंबर 3 डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन, नंबर 4 डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रोनाउंस, नंबर 5 रेसिप्रोकल प्रोनाउंस, नंबर 6 रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन, नंबर 7 एम्फेटिक और एम्फेसाइजिंग प्रोनाउन, नंबर 8 indefinite pronoun, number 9 relative pronoun and number 10 interrogative pronoun. Understood? So these are the basic types of pronouns. I will give you the notes of the pronouns. You don't need to get bothered about it. Everything will be clear. Only the requirement is that you have to pay your full focus on the video. You have to listen me carefully. You have to give the full concentration. Then you will be able to understand the whole perspective clearly. So the first one is personal pronoun. So what is personal pronoun? Personal pronoun is those words which is substituting a personal noun in a sentence. जब भी किसी सेंटेंस में किसी नाउन को, पर्सनल नाउन को जब हम रिप्लेस करते हैं, तो वहाँ पे जिस फॉर्म ऑफ प्रोनाउन को हम यूज करते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड पर्सनल प्रोनाउन. सो यू नो दैट देयर आर 3 persons in English language: first person, second person and third person. So another question arises here, that how will you identify that which is the first person, what is second person and what is the third person? So I am giving you a quick view about this. So listen. The first person is the person who is speaker in a sentence, who is telling something about itself, or who is the main character of the sentence, which is the main pronoun of the subject, that is called the first person pronoun. For example, they are of 2 types. First persons are of 2 types. One is for singular number and another is for plural number, and they are used in 2 different way also. First as a subject and another as a object. So singular number is I. So if you use the word I in a sentence as the pronoun, it will be in the subject form. Like, I am sleeping. I have written this book. I was playing in the ground. I am the best boy of the class. So in these sentences, I is the using in the form of subject. Another form, you can replace I. This will be also pronoun, but it will be used in the form of object. Like, you given me a pen. So to whom you given the pen? Me. It is I who have got the pen. So this is the you should be clear about it that the word I and me both are the singular pronoun, but it is used in the first person. But only difference is in their use of their pattern. One will be in the form of singular number and another will be in plural number. In plural number what will be? So we say that we. So we is the plural number. It is always used in the form of plural. It is used to show the group of people. So it is plural number. Obviously it is plural number. Now the second thing, that what is the its? It is in the form of subject or in the form of object. So always remember that we is always used in the form of subject. We cannot never be used in the form of object. So what is the object of this? If we want to use in place of object, then what will be the word for it? That will be us. For example, we are the Indians. This is the subject. Here the word we used in the form of subject, but if you want to use it in the form of object, it will be our, us. Like you, the world is considering us as a powerful nation. It means here the word us is used in the form of object. So this all was about the first person. Now we will talk about the second person. So second person is always someone to whom we are talking, to whom we are saying something. We are expressing our views to someone who is before us during the conversation. It is called the second person. So you should always be clear about this, that the word you is used as the second person. You हमेशा सेकेंड पर्सन में प्रयोग किया जाता है इन द इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. इन द इंग्लिश ग्रामर पोर्शन यू इज द ओनली वर्ड विच यूज्ड इन द प्लेस ऑफ सेकेंड पर्सन. अब पॉइंट शुड बी नोटेड कि यू जो है उसको हम सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट दोनों में एक ही फॉर्म में रखते हैं. इट मीन्स देयर इज नॉट द एनी डिफरेंट वर्ड फॉर दिस. यू इज यूज्ड इन द प्लेस ऑफ सब्जेक्ट and you is also used in the place of object. Now the third person. What is the third person? Third person is that one about whom we are talking. जिसके विषय में हम लोग बात करते हैं, जिसके बारे में हम लोग कुछ कहना चाहते हैं या कहा जाता है एक सेंटेंस में, that is the third person of the sentence. तो थर्ड पर्सन में भी फिर हम उसको दो पार्ट में कैटेगराइज करेंगे. एक होगा आपका सिंगुलर नंबर प्रोनाउन और दूसरा होगा प्लूरल नंबर प्रोनाउन. सो ही सी इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज द सिंगुलर नंबर एंड दे इज कंसिडर्ड एज द प्लूरल नंबर. सो दिस इज आल्सो categorized into two further subcategories. Number one in the form of subject and another in the form of object. So but you have to pay a little bit attention up towards this. If you will pay a little bit attention, you can be more clear, you can get it clear. So try to understand what I'm saying. So suppose there is a specific word replacing the subject to object. For example, see, the word see, S-H-E, see will be, if we want to use it in the form of object, we'll have to replace the word see as her, he in the form of his, and it will be replaced as it. So this is about the singular number of the third person and plural number. They is used in the singular as a subject and them is used as the object for the plural number of the third person. I hope now you are getting more clear about this. If further you have any doubt, you can ask me later. So this was all about the personal pronoun. So in brief, I will give you the brief of this, that I, you, we, they, me, she, her, etc. are the main personal pronouns. So be careful to use them. Where you have to use, you have to follow the particular rules and regulations whatsoever I have explained earlier to you. Second one is the possessive pronouns. So there is the word possessive. From what is the root word for this? You have, students, I would like to suggest you that if you have any sort of problem to understanding the particular meaning of any word, so you should first consider about its root word, its origin. If you are going to understand its, or you have find out its root word, then obviously you will predict that, or you can estimate that the expected, what can be the expected meaning of that particular word. So possession, there is a word possession. Possession means right, authority, power, or undertakings of a particular object which is in your custody, that is the possessions. What is absolutely your, कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जो पूर्ण रूपेण आपकी होती है, जिस पे आपका अधिकार या नियंत्रण होता है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं कि वो चीज़ आपके पोजेशन में है, वो आपके अधिकार में है, तो उसी को पोजेसिव प्रोनाउन बोलते हैं. इट मीन्स दोज वर्ड्स विच शोज द पार्टिकुलर the authority on a particular object, that is the possessive pronoun. Understood? For example, mine, ours, yours, his, hers, theirs. This is the possessive pronouns. Like the pen which is lost is mine. Means जो पेन खो गया है वो किसका है? मेरा है. The country which is famous in the world is ours. वह देश जो इस पूरे दुनिया में विख्यात है, प्रसिद्ध है, वो किसका है? हमारा है. तो यहाँ पे माइन और आवर्स जैसे वर्ड जब हम प्रयोग करते हैं तो ये क्या दिखाते हैं? किसी पार्टिकुलर चीज़ पे उसकी अथॉरिटी दिखाते हैं, उस पर उसका अधिकार दिखाते हैं, जैसे अभी हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया. तो ये क्या हो गया? ये इस तरह के वर्ड्स, योर्स, आवर्स, माइन, हर्स, देयर्स, सो दीज वर्ड्स आर considered as the possessive pronouns. Third one is demonstrative pronoun. So what is demonstration? Exactly, the word demonstration means to indicate something, to give the identification of something, that is called the distributive pronoun. So distributive pronoun की अगर हम हिंदी की बात करें तो इसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं संकेतवाचक सर्वनाम. तो आप इसके शब्दों से ही समझ सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे हम किसी चीज़ के ऊपर क्या करेंगे? इंडिकेशन करेंगे, उसको संकेत करेंगे, उस पर हम इशारा करके उसको बताएंगे. So there are basically 4 words used in the distributive pronoun. This, that, these, those. You have to remember these 4 words and their appropriate use should also be cleared in your mind. Until you will not be cleared about this, you will make the mistakes again and again. So first clear that where you should use these 4 words. So first understand these 4 words one by one. Number 1 is this. So this is used to indicate any object, anything which is nearest to you, which is more नियर टू यू. अगर कोई भी चीज़ आपके बहुत अधिक करीब में है, आपके बहुत पास में है, तो उस शब्द के लिए आप यूज करेंगे दिस. अगर कोई चीज़ आपसे दूर है, विच इज़ farthest, then you will use that. And if the object is single, you will use this and that. If the object is plural, it means it is more than one, it is numerous, it's a lot, then you will replace this by these and that by those. Understood? Fourth one is distributive pronoun. Distributive pronoun means this shows the distribution. It means it shows that the segregation of the particular object in multiple forms, that is called the distributive pronoun. For examples, which words are used in the form of distributive pronoun? They are each, either, neither, every, none, no, etc. etc. There are a lot of words. For example, each of them are guilty. Either you or your family members have done this mischievous activity. Neither I nor you have seen the wind. None of them are the exact answer. Everyone, everybody, every single person was found dead in that isolated desert. So these words are considered as the distributive pronouns. It means these words shows the distribution of particular thing. ये किसी भी चीज़ का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन दिखाते हैं, वितरण दिखाते हैं कि मतलब ये कहाँ, मतलब चीज़ें जो हैं वो किस ऑर्डर में फैली हुई हैं या किस ऑर्डर में उनका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हुआ है, उनका वितरण हुआ है. फिफ्थ वन इज रेसिप्रोकल प्रोनाउन. द फिफ्थ वन इज रेसिप्रोकल प्रोनाउन. सो रेसिप्रोकल, you know reciprocal, this is the used in the mathematics also. So reciprocal means which is reflecting one. अगर कोई चीज़ रिफ्लेक्ट होके मतलब वापस आती है तो वहाँ पे हम उसको क्या करते हैं, रिफ्लेक्टिव प्रोनाउन बोलते हैं, अरे सॉरी रेसिप्रोकल प्रोनाउन बोलते हैं. इट मीन्स रिवर्सिंग. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ईच अदर, वन एन अदर. जैसे आप लोगों ने एक कहानी सुनी होगी अंधे और लंगड़े वाली. तो अंधे और लंगड़े जो होते हैं वो एक घर में फंस जाते हैं और उस घर में आग लग जाती है. तो फिर वो कैसे उस फायर सराउंडेड जो होम होता है उसमें से कैसे अपने आप को इस्केप करते हैं, कैसे अपने आप को बचाते हैं. तो दे हेल्प टू ईच अदर एंड दे कम आउट यूजिंग देयर विट. वे अपनी बुद्धि का इस्तेमाल करते हैं और एक दूसरे की मदद करते हुए वो उस प्रॉब्लम से क्या होते हैं, बाहर आ जाते हैं. इट मीन्स ईच अदर, वन एन अदर. सो लाइक when we go to the party, there are a lot of peoples and each one shake hands with one another. तो उस पार्टी में हर कोई एक दूसरे से हैंड शेक करता है, हाथ मिलाता है. तो वहाँ पे हम यूज कर सकते हैं वन अनदर. तो इस तरह के जो शब्द होते हैं उनको हम बोलते हैं रेसिप्रोकल प्रोनाउन. इट मीन्स वे आपस में एक दूसरे को क्या करते हैं, एक रिलेशन इस्टेब्लिश करते हैं एक दूसरे के बीच से, मतलब पारस्परिक एक म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग या म्यूचुअल रिलेशनशिप जो है वो उसको वहाँ पे डेवलप होता है. तो इस तरह की जहाँ पे बातें होती हैं, इस तरह के जहाँ पे शब्दों का प्रयोग होता है, दैट इज कंसिडर्ड एज द रेसिप्रोकल प्रोनाउन. इट मीन्स इट इज रिवर्सिंग, इट्स रिफ्लेक्टिंग. सो यू शुड ऑलवेज बी केयरफुल दैट व्हेन यू हैव टू यूज ईच अदर एंड व्हेन वन अनदर. सो ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड दैट व्हेन the whole distribution, the whole sample is considered with combinedly, then we will use the each other, and when they are collectively but considered as the independent group, then there will be the one another. So many times, several times I have seen that the students get confused that where we use the one another and where we use each other. So always keep in mind that these both words appears similar, but it is not necessary that we will use them combinedly, because there is the very huge gap between them and we have to be extra conscious about using them separately. Only then we will use the correct form of sentence, then only it is only then possible that we will make the exact sentence and we can use them effectively. So I hope that you have got whatsoever I have said. So this is the only 50% of the pronouns parts. There were near about 10 parts of the pronoun, and I have told you first 5 parts. I think that this is the sufficient for today. You have to read this one from your book. You have to listen the video carefully, and you should use the sentence, these pronouns in your sentence. You should try to form or create your own sentence using these particular types of pronouns. Only then you will get proficiency in that. And the remaining 4 parts, 5 parts, we will discuss tomorrow. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. That's all, and today we will discuss once again. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.